Karen loves to read, but sometimes she tends to forget exactly what she read. So, I decided to teach her a method called model annotation. You don't want to be like Karen that forgets anything that she reads. So, let's learn together. Annotation. Have you ever circled or watermarked or decided to underline a particular word when you're reading? I'm pretty sure you didn't know there was a word to that, but that's called annotation. Now, annotation is when you mark a particular text by making notes, comments, or simply marking them by underlining or circling them in whichever way that you like.
So then, why do we annotate? We annotate because reading is more than simply looking at words. Annotation helps us to understand difficult ideas. Like when we are reading and there's a particular block, we could underline that particular part and then go back and look up the meanings of those words, or look up the meaning of exactly what that difficult sentence means. Now, it also helps us to remember information. For example, if you're writing an exam and you need to remember exactly what to write in a particular definition, annotation is going to help you do that. We also annotate to identify the writer's message, like when we have writer's purpose, right? If it's to entertain, to educate, or to simply pass an information. Now, it helps us to identify this message, and it helps us to express our own thoughts. What are your thoughts about the particular passage you read? Did you understand it? Did you not? Do you think this is correct? Giving your own opinion, more or less. It also helps us to find evidence when answering questions about a particular text. And this brings us to reading comprehension passages. When we have to answer the questions after a comprehension passage, annotation is going to help you to remember exactly what answer we have to a particular question. What should we annotate? We do not need to mark every word. Instead, we look for things that help us to understand the text. We can annotate new words or difficult words, important ideas that we want to remember, interesting details about the book or the text, the character's feelings that we would want to use or remember, questions, opinions, and evidences, especially for answering questions.
So there are different ways to annotate. You can underline an important idea. You can circle an unfamiliar word or a sentence. You can use a question mark when something is confusing, or use an exclamation mark when something surprises you. You can also write short comments in the margin. I can short notes, you come back to this, or okay, so this means something like this. So these are some of the ways you can annotate, but you can also come up with your own way of, or your own mark, comments, or different ways you can also annotate a text.
So now let's try to annotate a short passage. Amara stood at the school gates and looked at the dark clouds above her. She had forgotten her umbrella, although the rain had not started. She could hear thunder in the distance. She took a deep breath and hurried towards the classroom. Now, after reading the passage, let's try to annotate. Let's look for clues that will tell us more about the situation. Alright, so now let's go over to annotating the passage. Okay, so let's look at the clues. We have a dark clouds, which suggests that rain may fall. We could just put like, maybe underline it saying dark clouds. Then we could put a note saying rain may fall, or rain may be coming. Then we're going to put forgotten her umbrella. That's going to tell us that, okay, Amara has a problem. So we're going to underline that or watermark that. That's another way of annotating. And we're going to say Amara has a problem, or you can also say Amara's problem. Then we can also look for another clue of what makes it rain, which is thunder in the distance. Whenever you hear thunder, you know it's going to rain. So that creates a feeling that something may happen. So we're going to also underline that and then we're going to put something may happen, or we're going to put rain may fall. So these details will help us understand the passage or understand the situation in the passage.
Over to annotating feelings. Now, in this part, we're going to identify the character's feelings. Now, in the sentence, she took a deep breath. What may that suggest? Yes, it will suggest a nervous or a worried feeling. So we could write a short note saying Amara seems worried or Amara seems nervous. Now, this note is short, but it shows an understanding of the character's feeling.
In order to annotate effectively, you have to use evidence like a detective. So, let's get our detective hats on, our magnifying glasses, and examine the passage like a detective. You look for clues in the text before making an idea. Instead of simply saying, Amara is scared, ask yourself, what evidence makes me think that? Is it the dark clouds, the thunder, the forgotten umbrella, or the fact that she took a deep breath and then hurried to the classroom? All these provide clues to exactly how we know that Amara is scared. This is a complete model annotation. Notice that each note is short, relevant, and connected to the text. We are not simply copying the passage, but explaining what the words suggest and showing our own thinking. During the annotation, you notice that we use some of the marks we talked about, such as the circle, the underlining, watermarks, and comments by the side of the text. This is how a complete model annotation should look like. We've taught Karen all that she needs to know about annotation. Now it's your turn. When you read a passage, do not just read the words. Think about what they mean. Find important ideas, identify feelings, ask questions, and look for evidence. Remember, good annotation shows you're thinking. So, it's time to put your hat on, your magnifying glasses in your hand, read like a detective, think deeply, and annotate wisely. By annotating this passage, the missing lunchbox, Maya rushed into the classroom and suddenly stopped. Her lunchbox was missing. She searched inside her school bag, under her desk, and even checked the corridor, but she could not find it. Feeling worried, Maya remembered that she had left her lunchbox on the playground during break. She hurried outside and looked around. There, underneath a large tree, was her blue lunchbox. Maya smiled with relief and quickly picked it up.
to answer any questions that may come up. When you're reading the comprehension passage, remember to annotate, because whenever it comes to a comprehension question, the annotated part will help you to answer the questions correctly. Now we've learned how to annotate details. We've also learned how to annotate characters. So from now on, I'm sure you will have a good problem with reading comprehension passages.
Always remember to read, think, and annotate. In the comment section to read all the answers to questions that I gave. Now, if you've loved this video, click the like button, the notification bell to get any notification whenever I post a video. Don't forget to subscribe, and always comment whenever you have any questions to ask. Have a wonderful day.